Hey, what's going on? Welcome. Today we're going to take a look at this Jada Toys Fast and the Furious 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse from the first Fast and the Furious movie. This is the first car in the first movie that Paul Walker's character drives, right? R.I.P. Paul Walker. I've been watching the Fast and the Furious movies. I just recently watched the first one and the second one, and I knew I had this car, so I pulled it down. I wanted to take a closer look at it since it's in the beginning of the first movie. This is the first car that he races in the first movie, and then ends up wrecking. Um, what's cool about this car is that a a version of they made six of these cars for the movie, and one of them sold recently, like January of 2022. One of these sold for what 170,000 dollars. Um, so this is a Jada Toys 1/24th scale diecast version of that car. Um, So this is the first car that you see him drive in the movie. Uh, he he drives this in the first race, and then he loses the he uses the nitrous. Look at back, here's the nitrous, and he blows out the floor, and then the manifold, and then if I remember right, he wrecks it, and then it catches on fire. This whole front end is destroyed, and it catches on fire, I think. So, I mean, the car is like ruined in the first 45 minutes of the movie, I think. Isn't this beautiful? It's really nice. So, what is there to say about this? This is a 2 liter, 4 cylinder, 16 valve. It's automatic. In the movie, I think it's portrayed as being manual, but I believe I read in real life that these cars were this particular, the car that sold for 170K, and the other five are automatics. Um, what more is there to say about this? Um, it's got this APR Performance rear wing that looks really cool back here. And you can see the nitrous tanks back in here. Toyo tires. These custom mirrors. These cool. And these are those soft mirrors, so that if you give this to your grandson, like I will probably end up doing, or if you let your kids play with this, the mirrors won't snap off because they're made of vinyl. It's got, you can't really see it in here, I guess. If you wanted to, you could detail this. But it's, the real cars have custom diamond plate floors, custom seats, Jensen stereo, whole kit and caboodle. But I guess most importantly is the provenance that would come with these cars, as that they were perhaps driven by Paul Walker. And I can't remember what the whole article said, but I think there was provenance to the particular car that sold for 170K. It was one that was used in the film. Really nice model. I really like the Jada Toys diecast Fast and the Furious cars. Look down here on the underside. I do something with my tires. I don't do this with every model, but I did with this model for some reason. I'll take some sandpaper or an emery board, and I'll run it over the bottom of the tires. I do this because I like how it makes it look like kind of more authentic. Do you understand? I'm sure you do. I don't do it with, like as I said, I don't do it with every model, but I did it with this one. I like how it makes, you can really see the tread on the tires. Looks like I need to do this rear wheel better. These other three look okay, but both of these rear wheels need to be run over again. 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse from Fast and the Furious 1 by Jada Toys. Hope you enjoyed this video looking at this great car. Isn't that nice? Did we completely look at it? I mean, I don't even feel like we went over it completely. It's got these special alloy wheels. A lot of graphics on it. The graphic, to me, it looks like it's, is that a wave crashing? The car itself is a, what is this, chartreuse? Some sort of light green color. Is that what this is called? Neon green. Under here, there's some, under the hood, there's some good engine detail. But, you know, you can take these cars apart with screws at the bottom, screwdriver, and then you can take these pieces. Now, I don't advise you do this, but if you wanted to, you could. Or you could just take, you know, if you really feel like you're a good enough painter, you could do it under here, but I would just take the whole thing apart. And then you could freeze frame on the movie, and you could take a look at the spots where Brian had colored hoses and colored connectors and parts on the inside of this engine compartment, because it shows it pretty clearly in Fast and the Furious. In the first movie, you get to see this engine pretty close. And there's some red and some blue hoses or colored parts, or some yellow or something, if I remember right in the movie. It says Robocar Motorsports. It's got these low-profile Toyo tires. Pretty neat, huh? All right. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.